In the early months of 1815, the island of Elba lay peacefully beneath the Mediterranean sun, a temporary prison for the once mighty Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. After his defeat at Waterloo, his dreams of conquest shattered. He was exiled to this small, rocky island, a mere shadow of its former glory. Yet beneath the calm surface, a storm was brewing within him. As the days turned into weeks, Napoleon's mind raced with thoughts of revenge and recovery. The limitations of his exile only served to fuel his determination. With the loyal support of a few hundred followers, he meticulously planned his escape, planning to return to France and reclaim his empire. On February 26th, he made his move. With a small craft and an unwavering heart, he escaped from Elba, leaving the confines of his prison behind. Upon landing on the French coast, he was greeted with a mixture of amazement and joy. The flag of his empire flew as he rode into the field, his presence igniting a spark of hope among the disillusioned citizens and soldiers. "The emperor is back!" they cried. In their eyes, he was not just a man returning from exile. He was a hero, a symbol of national pride against the backdrop of foreign kings who had tried to contain him. But not everyone shared this fervent enthusiasm. European monarchs reacted quickly, their fears palpable as they struggled to unite against the resurrected threat. They saw Napoleon's return not as a heroic claim to power, but as the desperate act of a man clinging to the remnants of his past. Britain, Austria, and Prussia began to prepare for another showdown. As he marched toward Paris, Napoleon's charisma and military prowess won over many of the troops and former allies who had previously turned against him. He rallied men to his cause, a formidable army forming behind him as he proclaimed, "I am your emperor." Yet in the shadows loomed a grim reality. His ambitions risked plunging Europe into yet another war. In the halls of Versailles, King Louis XVIII was shaken by the news. The uneasy calm that had settled over France was shattered, and he struggled to maintain control as his government faced a rapidly changing tide. The ruling class was divided. Some saw Napoleon's return as a chance to restore stability, while others feared the resurgence of the man who had once brought Europe to its knees. As the sun set over Paris, Napoleon stood on the balcony of the Tuileries Palace, contemplating his journey from exile to emperor once more. In that moment, he felt both the weight of history and the thrill of potential glory. But even as he basked in the adoration of his supporters, a nagging question lingered. Was this resurgence a triumphant reclamation of his legacy, or merely a desperate grab for power in the twilight of his reign? The days turned into weeks, and the momentum for his return continued to build. Yet the specter of war loomed large, as his old enemies mobilized their forces. The decisive showdown at Waterloo awaited him, a battle that would determine not only his fate, but the future of Europe itself.